saçma değil mi? Zaten bence evlenmek saçma da.
Niye saçmamış evlenmek?
Sandalyeleri indiriyorlar. Ne demek istiyorsun yani sen? Artık bütün sandalyeler çıplak mı?
Hiç böyle düşünmemiştim.
Bence bir kıza söyleyebilecek en güzel cümledir. Hiç böyle düşünmemiştim.
Neymiş o cümleyi güzel yapan?
Yani güzeli şaşırtmak sevaptır.
Sizin?
Çok iyi. Hiç bu kadar kaşınmamıştım.
Bak şurada peçete var.
Yok işte o gördün mü?
İyi misin Sinan?
İyi. Havalıcısın. Sen hemen kendine geliyor.
Hadi.
Dikkatli ol ama. İyi misin?
Ben iyiyim. Ya benim için de sürpriz oldu aslında. Yani tüm var. Her şey o kadar hızlı gelişti ki. Bir de kafam çok karışık. Böyle sıradan bir düğün istemiyorum. Ben böyle bayağı 40 gün 40 gece düğün hayal ederken ciddi söylüyorum, bence bir düğün çok uzun sürmeli.
40 gün.
Evet.
Ya birinci gün eğlendin, ikinci gün coştun. Geri kalan 38 gün ne olacak? İnsan valla evlenene kadar beklediğinden bakar. Çok özür dilerim. Evlenmek üzere olan birine yanlış şeyler söylüyormuş.
Ama sana çok saçma geliyor bunlar değil mi? O planlar falan.
Yok. Hayır. Yani insan illa ki evleneceksin. Tabii ki de plan evlilik. Ya sormam çok şey olmayacak sen. Beğen.
Ne?
Evlenme teklifi.
Ya bir sürü telefonu olmak mı? Bir de nereden buldularsa resmini bulup koymuşlar internete.
Gördüm. Herkes like ediyor.
Aşkınız büyükse bunu büyük söylemekte kusur yoktu yani.
Onun düğünü nasıl oldu?
İşte düğünü 40 gün sürüyor. Oradan hesap et. Hadi gidelim, geç oldu. Tamam, hadi.
Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. There is an expectant air here in North London. The Emirates serving the embodiment of class, sophistication for its illustrious inhabitants. Up to 60,000 here expecting the team to meet their expectation. The action has already started. Mbappe, Barella, tries a shot! Oh, surely that deserved better.
Barella deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Oturmaz mısınız? Rahatsız etmeyin. Ben bugün böyle çıktığımda dışarıda kahvaltı ediyorum.
Mbappe just eases him off the ball. Chiesa. And the pass is intercepted. Driving forward. And here's Drogba. Mbappe. Now it's Mbappe. This is promising. And the finish!
Masaya kahvaltı döşe.
It's always a pleasure to see Paolo Maldini take to the pitch.
So would say anyone who understands the defender's art.
Well, bias comes easy for me when we talk about one of the greatest pros. He exudes calm, elegance, intelligence, an Italian giant.
And we have our very first corner.
Senaryo yazıyor. Evle ilgili bakıyorum işte. Bence burada bir saçmatoloji mi yaz? Zavallıları otobüslere bindiriyorlar, koyun gibi gezdiriyorlar. Boka şaşırıyorlar.
And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Gideceksin, köyde yaşayacaksın.
Now it's Mbappe. That's good play. Oh, well played. He's taken that really cleanly. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Good spot. He's seen the run, and he was quick to react. Thuram. Oh, good-looking ball. Now he's off and running. And he's cut it out. Looking for the runner. Has a go! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Owen actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Cleared away. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Nedved. He's got the shot away! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
Nedved just backs himself every time. Give him a challenge and he'll rise to it.
And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. And here... Oh, nearly, but not quite.
He's never the type to turn down a challenge, is he?
So, third corner of the game.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Barcelona are looking to go forward now. And it's Seedorf. Mateus. Great defending, strong and determined. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Oh, nicely intercepted. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Barcelona clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Neither of these two want to come off second best. No way through, so back it comes.
Barcelona have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Chiesa, and the counter is on. Stood up well to him there. Maldini makes the interception. Bale, a player who needs no introduction. And no, that was never going to make it. Now it's Drogba. Still waiting for the first breakthrough, but not for the want of trying. Owen, oh, just skips past his man. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
Maldini gets over and intercepts. Now that's well seen too. Barella. That looks a cracking ball. He's found some space. Oh, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Barella. Barella goes steaming forward. Seedorf calmly anticipates. He's in, surely! And they've got a throw. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Truth be told, perhaps it's not the game that many anticipated, but there is lots to be seen in it, lots to be taken from it. Plenty for the key figures to mull over, but it remains goalless. So we reach the halfway point.
A very entertaining half, Peter. The game's being played at a really good intensity. It's been open. It's been quite end to end and
climbs up big. He scored.
Well, it's hardly a great surprise to see him doing something thrilling, and it should send a strength and courage through every one of his teammates from here. Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, listen, a few words of advice and encouragement from the manager during the break can often straighten things out, and it's paid off here. Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Mbappe! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
That was good defensive pressure to give him less manoeuvring room.
And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. It's an inviting looking ball, that.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
And here's Drogba. He can run onto that. He shifts shapes to shoot! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Corner number 2 then. And it's been taken short. Defending was strong and firm. Besiktas have the chance to go the other way. Besiktas still chasing a 1-goal deficit here. Pullet hurtling down that right flank.
Well, this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. They're trying everything to subdue him here.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Mbappe. And he's intervened well there. And he cuts out the supply. It's a really well-measured ball. And it's Pullet. Barella. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. There's the hit! They've done it! 2 up now, and they are cruising. Lacking for neither time nor space, it could scarcely have been more straightforward.
There was a distinct lack of pressure there, Peter. It was a good finish, but it was made easy. That's poor defence.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
It's a pretty loose pass. Looking tidy in possession here. And they're quick to get it back. Barella. Now it's Owen. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Bale. Busquets. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Chiellini cuts out the pass. Bale. Always onto this. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Ah, quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Busquets. Bale has created 1 goal already. Bale stood his ground strongly. Very nicely done. Thuram did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Now this could be a chance. And a shot! And he hits the net! With so little time left! Grandstand finish! And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
Substitution for Barcelona, number 23.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact. Besiktas give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, the mindset has changed. Now they need to find all the courage they can get. Barcelona certainly don't need to overcommit now. Their priority lies further back.
Number 3, Rudiger. Number 8.
Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes. Barella making good progress on the right-hand side.
Substitution. There will be 3 minutes added time.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And the shot! He won't be happy with that one. That's that, the end. Well, this was a game they could so easily have won on another day, but alas, that wasn't to be. Well, hello and welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see, we are all set. The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. If you're just joining us, we are already on the... Oh, what a climb! That is good strength.
These early exchanges have been frenetic. Looks like we have a proper game on our hands, Pete.
And Owen! It's loose, and there's... Oh, he's been caught on it here. Up he goes!
Well, they won't be deterred from trying again, Peter. They have the bit between their teeth now.
Messi unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Messi, and he's onside. Terrific header. And that's been won straight back, and it's played forward. Oh, there's a probing ball. And he's made sure that's not getting through.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
The peerless Didier Drogba, just a standout hero to so many.
One of Africa's finest.
And the finish! He's delivered all right!
Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
So the first goal of the game.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden...
Decent hit! He's got a goal! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Drogba demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. So that's 2 now without reply.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
And he was alert to it. Has a look and plays it forward.
That right side seems to have become a very good outlet for them now. Look, it's the width that's providing this momentum, and they look...
Can he finish? Eto'o! Surely now they are well and truly out of sight. Hot knife through butter. They have done it again. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
Oh, he's been caught now. Oh, shooting chance! It's in!
Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
So is this the start of a comeback? And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Well timed, excellent interception. Now, what about a counter-attack? No, that's been intercepted. That's a lovely, neat pass. And it's Seedorf. Well, that's beautifully weighted. And the shot! Oh, taken with style. And they are pulling clear here. Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
So now the difference is 3. And here's Messi. Now it's Messi. Mateus. Well read, nice interception. And now the breakaway. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
It's a sweet ball, that. He won't be happy with that one. Drogba. Now it's Son Heung-min. Oh, facing up to his adversary. And he's had a hit! Just wouldn't stay down for him.
A message to the wise, it's probably better to try and get him behind that defence than try that over and over.
Great defending, strong and determined. And it's Messi. Oh, played right into his path. Real chance! And he hits the net. And they're at it again in double quick time.
Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Well, he's made this game all...
Can he put it away? No mistake. And again, they simply do not know what has hit them.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
He's got 4. That is remarkable. It's become a case of men against boys.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Lam getting this one clear. Thuram.
Messi really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Good luck, good luck. I'm not lucky today. Probably you will win.
Order 2 toppings and serves 200 people. Domino's Collection Perfection. Just $7.99 for a medium pizza. Strike down to your local store near you.
No, that's my. I like 5 at the back always. I didn't play against you 5 at the back, but if I did play 5 at the back, you might not score that much. Anyway,
Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest. A sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us. And we are glad to have you alongside us for it. And expectations are rising, and decibel levels are rising. The noise is quite something. You can feel what football means to the people in this part of the world. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. And he's intervened well there. And that interception was most necessary. Looking for the run. He's in a great position. And that's really well manoeuvred. Nedved going face-to-face with his great rival. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Yeah, Thibaut Courtois. He's a huge presence between the sticks, and that's not just because he's 6'6", Peter. He's got great reflexes, wonderful positioning, and he's a strong defensive leader. I think opposition defences will also need to watch out for his long throws. They're quick, they're accurate, and a source of many a good counter-attack.
He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. This might spell danger. Bellingham. Oh, nicely intercepted. That's a sharp pass. Pass is just off target. Goes forward. Mbappe chasing after it. Well read, nice interception. Quarter of an hour played. Manchester United finding their passes. And he's managed to get free. Well, the counter-attack will come to nothing because that is an errant touch.
Yeah, it all looks so promising until unexpected sloppiness intervened.
And it's Messi.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Moved on forwards. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Mbappe was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Mbappe! Oh, that's fabulous. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Maldini calmly anticipates. Sané.
Manchester United clearly are looking formidable down that left-hand side, the current supply route. Sané clearly looking the key component now with the concentration on width. Well, the defence have two choices: deal with the man or deal with the space.
Gullit. Rummenigge. Well read. And the danger is averted. Quality ball.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Half an hour played now. That looks a good ball through. He's got the shot away! Goal! Manchester United! Manchester United take the lead.
Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Sané. Sané will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And that's gone loose. Time and again they are repelled. Manchester United disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. Now who's going to be first to this? Hullet. Oh, important interception. Could have been dangerous, but it came to nothing. Well, he's hit it long, but astray. Oh, no joy this time. Bellingham. Collar. Bellingham. Now, what about a counter-attack? Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Messi looks to get on the end of this. Now it's Hullet.
There will be 1 minute.
Oh,
added
good
time.
read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
The final seconds now. And it's half-time here. Steady, solid, and for now, where they want to be. Just one goal, and they have it. Good effort from both sides, but at half-time, it is 1-0.
We are glad to inform you.
Well,
that
let's not
today's
beat about
match
the
day
bush, Peter.
programs
It's
are
been
available from
fairly
stations
flat, and the
located
support
by
have
the
had
gates.
little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Besiktas can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Brilliantly cut out. Vieira. Oh, great chance! He scored! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
And it's another really good show of character. I love the spirit and togetherness they muster. Never know when they're beaten.
No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides, and with such great individual talent on show, it could go either way.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, it's net! That is a brilliant interception. Oh, shooting chance!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Mbappe. Well, that looks a cracking ball. He's one-on-one! Collar! Marvellous goal! That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Sané. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Mbappe. Sané. Quarter of an hour into the second half.
Match was 70,000.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending and they got away with it.
Yeah, they...
Chance! Maldini clears.
Besiktas showing a little more urgency now, and to be honest, Peter, this is what's required.
They're coming again and again.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Well, That is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so... Decent hit! He's got a goal! And the lead lost no time at all!
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
This is quite a battle.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
And it's Hullet. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
Nedved. Just about up to 75 minutes. Rodri did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Oh, he's in! Mbappe! Oh, the ball's run loose here.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Now that looks a decent ball. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Manchester United clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Couldn't squeeze it through. That's a nicely measured pass. And the finish! Goal! Besiktas! And the game is well and truly turned on its head.
Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
Substitution from Besiktas. Number 26.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Number 10.
Besiktas take the lead.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the number one contender, and he's done it again.
Couldn't quite squeeze that one through. Nedved. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Bale. Nice control.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
And he's lost his man here. And the pass is intercepted. Shot a goal! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. And that's aimed into the middle. Crossed in again. He's got tall. And he was there to get a vital touch.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Substitution from Besiktas.
All hands on deck for this one.
Number 4.
He's had a shot!
Coming on the field.
He's keen, determined to have his say.
Manchester United really are in the ascendancy here, and they know they have to register while that's the case.
He's played him through. And he gets rid in a hurry. It'll be a throw-in. Thuram could try cutting inside here. Nedved. And that's it. Besiktas have been forced to do it the hard way, but they have pulled themselves through unwaveringly to win. A great performance by any measure. Rummenigge picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. Thoughts on what we've just seen?
What a game, what a show of character. It wasn't looking...
Thank you, my friend.
Kafamı karıştırmaya çalışıyorsun. Neden? Neden? Bir söz verdim ve insanlar verdikleri sözü evleniyorum ben. Acıktım. Galiba uyumak en iyisi. Uyursak zaman geçer. Zaman geçerse onlar bizi bulamasa da biz onları buluruz ve hayatımıza kaldığımız yerden bir şekilde devam ederiz. İyi geceler.
O zaman bizim bu dostça sarılma işini yatar vaziyette yapalım. Çünkü birazdan ateş sönecek. Biz de...
Yaptığını ve çeneni kapat. Sinan! Sinan! Sinan! Neredesin sen?
Bak devamlı var.
Nereden buldun onu?
Gel. Pamuk ve balıkçı saklamış herhalde.
Ya da?
Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest. A sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us. And we are glad to have you alongside us for it. And this place is living up to its reputation as one of the noisiest corners of the footballing world. No decibels spared in this collective chorus. And as you can see, we've already started here. Haaland. Aim forwards. Shot and Holland! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. There's a player on this pitch who shines above the rest, and we're talking defence.
And that is?
Well, it's got to be Paolo Maldini.
Who's arguing?
Yeah, and he's a living, breathing symbol of leadership.
Chance for the header! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
That's just front foot enforcement. Pressure leads to mistake, leads to chance.
Haaland, and the finish! Goal! Lyon! And Lyon are in front.
Well, a 1-2 is easier to pull off than most dribbles, and I think we've just seen the proof.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. That's a lovely, neat pass. Big chance! Nedved, Guardiola, Haaland. Oh, that was vital. Forwards and with intent. That's a sharp pass. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Well, that's an inviting ball. Now he's off and running. And no, that was never going to make it. He won't be happy with that one. And it's Hullet. Deftly done. Besiktas are trailing against the run of play. Just eases him off the ball. Hullet. And he's intervened well there. Oh, that's well spotted. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Nedved. Guardiola. Interesting ball. That is good alertness. Well, that's been cut out. Well played. Tar gets over and intercepts. Well, that has not gone well. Shade too heavy. Keeper can pick that up. Oh, nicely intercepted. Oh, what a ball is in here! Del Piero, who does have an assist to his name. And here's Hullet. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. He's had it taken off him. Messi. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. And that's put paid to him. Haaland! Goal! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
And it's another really good show of character. I love the spirit and togetherness they muster. Never know when they're beaten.
No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Haaland demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
And he's got the shot away! Goal! Besiktas! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward!
Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
The goal scorer for Besiktas after 35
Besiktas go
minutes
into
is
the lead.
number
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Lyon clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
There's the hit! And that is expertly dealt with. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. He's shifting through the gears here. And Del Piero! Ambitious, but just off target.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he tried one of his specials.
Good spot, he's seen the run. That's really well manoeuvred. Pull it! Pull it! Gently done. Now it's Messi. He's through here. Costa Curta cuts it out. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
That has been cut short. Seedorf. And it's Messi. Now Seedorf. Haaland! And the first half is done. Besiktas come roaring back in quite some style. We've got a very different game now. The midway point of the game.
Well, Peter, I'm just thinking of the best way to describe that. Frantic, frenzied. It was unmissable and it was irresistible. Forget about the analysis on this one, just enjoy it.
Besiktas have ultimately had the better of things in the first half, ahead by the odd goal in 3. It is, of course, far from 1. Both managers in pensive mood as they head down the tunnel. It is 2-1 here at half-time. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Looking for options for movement. Triol, well-timed, excellent interception. Now it's Nedved, and he's away, and the shot! It's there! A 2-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish. Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Look, it's a whole different ball game now, Peter, and it's a test of how they manage affairs from here.
Now it's Nedved. Nedved will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Chouameni. Well read, nice interception. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Thuram makes the interception. Chouameni.
That dugout has had some relief at least, but now the harder work starts. They've got to push for more.
Oh, there's a probing ball. Triol gets across to intercept that. 60 minutes played. Now it's Del Piero. Thuram does really well there. He is strong. Oh, no joy this time. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
He's in a good position here. Lyon needed that. They really needed it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Quality ball. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Oh, easy pickings there. Haaland. This is good pressing. They're not short on bodies. Look at the space here. Tries a shot! It's an inviting looking ball, that. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Oh, good read.
That was well played. Well stopped.
And the ball's a good one here. Oh, great defending. That needed doing. Pull it. Oh, that's a key interception. And that Pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
And the shot! And it's there! There is a man right at the top of his game, and he just knows it.
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
Substitution from Besiktas. Number 8.
We have got changes here, from both sides in fact.
Number 6.
So now the difference is 3.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Number 9.
Brilliantly cut out.
Substitution.
That's really well manoeuvred. Maldini spots it and intercepts. Chouameni. Passing is crisp and sharp. No, that's been intercepted. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Chouameni. Now it's Mbappe. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That'll be a throw-in. Chouameni. Now it's Totti. Succumbs to the pressure. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Well, he's hit it long, but astray. No way through. The final 5 minutes. Goes in for the header! Now, how often do you see that? And he cuts out the supply. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Del Piero. He's picked his way through. Now the finish! No, not quite. Costa Curta picks it up from the goal kick. Rummenigge. He can run onto that.
2 added minutes has been
Maldini
indicated.
calmly anticipates. Time added on will be 2 minutes. He's on and... Oh, in! It's in! Yet another goal in an awesome performance. They are in complete charge.
And how about the timing of the pass?
And that is as far as it goes. Besiktas have been forced to do it the hard way, but they have pulled themselves through unwaveringly to win. A great performance by any measure. How do you look back on the game then, Jim? Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. And expectations are rising and decibel levels are rising. The noise is quite something. You can feel what football means to the people in this part of the world. And that gets things running. Now that's well seen too. Mbappe gets flagged offside. Now it's Messi. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Gavi. Pullet. He's had a hit! And he's really put himself on the line here.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
And that is expertly dealt with. Opts to play it back. Has a go!
Oh, it's die-hard defence and the willingness to put his body on the line. Very impressive.
Quality ball. Deco. Messi. Well read. And the danger is averted. Well, we expected better, and so did he. And it's Rijkaard. Picked out brilliantly. It's a great ball. And the shot! It's there!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
So, a breakthrough already. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Messi. Nice control. Totti. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Rijkaard. Quarter of an hour played. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. He tries a shot! No messing about, just bludgeoned away.
Besiktas really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Pass somewhat off target. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. That's really well manoeuvred.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Maldini. Gavi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Now it's Guti. Shapes to shoot!
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply. A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Oh, that's fabulous. Sané, great chance! And he hits the net. They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, that's something that'll make the manager proud, because they dug in deep then and they've got their leveller. The understanding between those two plays a big part in that, and releasing the run on side proved the key ingredient.
There's the shot! Oh, the ball's come loose here. Oh, surely that deserved better.
Messi deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
And it's Vieira. Sané. And there's green grass ahead of him. Rudiger. Deco. Gavi. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And it's Guti.
This is the time you need that pace.
He is through here. Oh, that was vital. Guti with an air of confidence about him, a certain swagger.
Well, you can't grumble when a player at least tries to make something happen.
That's a sharp pass. Now it's Totti. He's got away. And he's gone backward here. Vieira. Sané. Might be danger here. Rijkaard. Gavi. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Messi. Pass is short and sharp. That pass has been well intercepted. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Gavi. The final seconds now. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. And here's Mbappe. Gavi. Gavi is the team's great visionary. Shot could be on. And the first 45 minutes are up. So half-time, and it is all square. Neither able to pull away from the other, but that is not due to any shortage of effort on either side. It's a goodish game, this, and at half-time, it's one each. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
It's been a really good watch, but I think the managers will be looking for that extra bit of organisation and focus now, just to try and get a little control on this game.
It's been a really interesting game up to now, and the sides are predictably very well matched. Hoping perhaps for a little bit more from both parties in the second half, but as it stands, it's one each.
Attention, changement.
Besiktas get the ball rolling in the second half. And no, that was never going to make it. Besiktas different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Paris Saint-Germain clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Oh, nicely intercepted. And it's Deco. Pull it. Goalkeeper's ball.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Oh dear, less said about that pass the better. Gavi. And the pass is intercepted. Pull it.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
That's a nicely measured pass. Now there's a fine ball. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Vieira. Deco has created one goal already. Mbappe. Costa Curta did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Lahm cuts it out.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Oh, easy pickings there. Owen, there's the hit! Goal! Besiktas! And the comeback is complete.
The invitation was received with such a clever run, and he had that defence in utter confusion.
Changement pour le Paris Saint-Germain. Le numéro 11.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Le numéro 10.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Le numéro
It's so
22.
often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Le numéro 4.
Terrific header! He's got a goal! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
Simple, certain, effective. He just guided it in.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
This is quite a battle.
Oh, I think the coach will really be annoyed with that. The players were still thinking about their goal and just got caught napping.
Besiktas do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Oh, nice one too, very nice. It's a goal kick. Rijkaard is there and he can pick it up. Nedved, he's shifting through the gears here. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
Well, the further he went, the more attention he attracted. There was just way too much pressure for him to get the shot away.
Out of play for a goal kick.
Changement.
Besiktas have turned to their bench and we're going to have a substitution. Griezmann into the last quarter of an hour. That's tidy.
Oh, great feat, that.
Oh, smashing header!
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Hullet. And through to the goalkeeper. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Oh, and he's through the middle. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Besiktas clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Played into the middle. And the keeper's in command. Could move up a gear here. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. That's good play. Yamal stood his ground strongly. Keeper's dealt with that.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
Griezmann. Big header! Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end, not for the want of desire, drive. Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest. A sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us. And we are glad to have you alongside us for it. And nobody in this atmosphere can hide from the truth about how much this game matters. The scene overflows with colour and passion. The action has already started. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Out to the left it goes. Well, who's got the final touch there? Goal kick's been given. Pass somewhat off target. He's played him through. Just the goalkeeper's. He's got the shot away!
Frank Rijkaard can really make his presence felt. A superb defender who became an iconic midfield anchorman.
And what's more, a remarkably good strike rate, actually.
Very true, just another level of his expertise, Peter, but his reading of the game, for me, is masterful.
Well, that had the makings of something. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Owen, there's the shot! Goal! Besiktas!
It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead, and how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Mbappe. He was under real pressure there. Owen. Maldini cuts it out. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? And here's Suarez. Costa Curta defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man. And it's Hullet. And that has left him in a heap. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. It's just beyond his reach. Messi. That is good alertness. Luis Suarez. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Fiddles it through. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. And he welcomes it in. Mateus, unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Short changes him with that pass. Now it's Luis Suarez. Interesting ball. And he's intervened well there. Lam. Mbappe. And here's Suarez. He's had a shot! In he goes again! They've scored! They have come roaring back!
And it's another really good show of character. I love the spirit and togetherness they muster. Never know when they're beaten.
Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Well, that defence is perplexed by the fact they've allowed him the space.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game. And now the hit! No, not quite.
Look, it was achievable, Peter, but it needed his best.
Neymar. Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Good spot, he's seen the run. Puyol gets a foot in here. Puyol did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Hits one! And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Half-time getting close now. And he cuts out the supply. And here's Mbappe. Couldn't squeeze it through. Now it's Hullet. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Neymar. Lam. And here's Suarez. Now it's Mbappe.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And it's Neymar. Oh, that's neat. And it's Vieira. Oh, what a ball! And the whistle goes for half-time. A pretty decent watch this, and each side has contributed in equal part. Couple of very good goals for the crowd to enjoy, and a game which is right on the edge. At half-time, it's one each. So in they come for the break with nothing to separate them. The score 1-1. Al Nassr kick off the second half. No Mbappe! Mateus.
Yeah, that works for me. The denial of movement, blunt and brusque.
Neymar. Lam. To Messi. Lam.
Neymar really added the width there thanks to his willingness to make the run.
Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Al Nassr with the corner, there first. Messi with the short one, and he'll shoot here! And another try! Goal!
Boom! There we go, and it couldn't be much better. He was born for the glory he's just managed. The apple on top of the tree.
And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
No other outcome there. That was bang in the corner, unstoppable.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Yeah, for me, this team seems to find it easier to attack than defend, but now they're going to need to dig in at the back a bit.
Has a go! Goal! A two-goal cushion, and it's looking safe.
And how about the timing of the pass and run? They've worked it before, and no doubt they'll work it again.
Al Nassr take a two-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Vieira. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Now it's Hullet. Tries a shot! Oh, taken with style! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, I think they probably needed an early goal in this half just to give them the confidence and belief to push on and look for an equaliser.
No way through.
Right here, right now, it's not looking favourable. They're chasing the ball and the game.
Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And it's Luis Suarez. Bullet being hunted in packs.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
And he's picked out the run. A lot of space ahead of him. Oh, shooting chance! He has done it!
Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
They've seen the light and the opposition have been left in the dark.
Mbappe. Messi. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. A temporary retreat here.
He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Neymar charging forward, the ball at his feet. No, that's been intercepted. And it's Lam. Lam. Passes short and sharp. Mateus. Stood up well to him there. Neymar. It's Luis Suarez! He should have put that one away.
Suarez just got a little carried away with himself there. He knew he could have clinched it.
Substitution for Besiktas.
It's their second corner of the game.
Owen. Coming on the field.
And it's been taken short.
Neymar. Number 20.
Besiktas are looking to go forward now.
Erling Haaland. Substitution.
And here's Vinicius Junior. Costa Curta makes the interception. Haaland. Platini. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Thuram. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. It's a promising position. Vardiol promptly onto that, and that is that. And it's Neymar. Now it's Haaland. Messi. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. That is ended up in no man's land. Pirlo. And there's green grass ahead of him. Zico! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
4 extra minutes added on. Oh, not quite. Well timed, excellent interception. Nicely aimed pass. Oh, well played, well sorted out. That's a nicely measured pass. Can he finish? Thuram gets good. Close, but time for no more. The whistle has gone. Besiktas did lead. Indeed, they controlled, but they managed to throw it all away. A defeat made even more painful by the way it came to pass. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Well, Peter, I really couldn't see what this...